Hey guys, I'm back for another video, and as of recording this yesterday, Mojang just released an interesting article on their website, as well as a video on their YouTube channel, talking about what on the surface appears to be a small change to account security with Minecraft accounts on Java Edition. But I'm here today to let you guys know that it's way bigger than you might think on the surface. So let's get right into it. Before we get into reading this article, I'm gonna make the case that this update can possibly end the extremely messy situation on servers like Hypixel with hacking and alt shops and people buying, like, let's say 100 accounts and hacking on every single one of them, getting banned, moving on to the next alt. This could kill that, and I'm going to explain why. So let's get into the article. Java Edition is moving house. Same Minecraft, new and improved account. We know change can be inconvenient. Just ask us what happened when the office ran out of regular coffee. Change can also pave the way for a better future. That's why we've decided that moving forward, all of our games will require a Microsoft account to play, including Minecraft Java Edition. Why? Think of it as moving house. When you outgrow one place, you move on to the next. It involves a logistic effort, but once you've settled into your new home, you do it 10 times over just for that extra room. Except in our case, the extra room is all of these features from which all Microsoft accounts will benefit. Increased security for your account with two-factor authentication. In other words, it's harder for someone to access your account without your permission. This is really good, and it's actually pretty important, but it's not what I'm getting into to start with this video. All of your PC Minecraft games will be connected to the same account. Currently, that's Minecraft and Minecraft Dungeons. Sure. Improved parental controls, sure. Chat and invitation blocking, sure. They don't even mention the most important detail in this. Now, just to be clear, migrating from Mojang to Microsoft accounts is mandatory. This is the most important piece of this entire video. If you don't make the move in several months, you won't be able to log in anymore, which means you won't be able to play the game at all. But no need to worry, because we've given you detailed and clear instructions on how to do so. You'll get the information you need through this site, blah, blah, blah. This applies to everybody, by the way. I'm going to have to migrate to a Microsoft account. You're going to have to migrate to a Microsoft account. And believe it or not, so are the hackers. But the thing is, they're not going to be able to do that. So this doesn't affect how we play the game at all. It is just an account security thing. Also, here's the video, which, you know, demonstrates everything this article says in a visual if your attention span can't handle reading. When will this transition happen? If you already have Java or a Mojang account, you will have to start moving accounts in early 2021. New players who are getting Java for the first time will create Microsoft accounts rather than Mojang accounts starting this fall. How will it go down? Here's an overview of the process. Since we have a large Java player community, we need to move players to Microsoft accounts in batches, but everyone will get moved and you'll get an opportunity to participate and receive your cape. Oh yeah, they're offering capes to people that migrate, which is neat. You'll get an email that'll include instructions on how to move your account. We won't send the email to everyone at the same time, so don't panic if your friend got it and you didn't. Everyone will get their turn. Once you have completed the steps, you'll use your Microsoft account to log into Minecraft going forward. You will no longer be able to log in with a Mojang account. You'll receive your cape as our way of thanking you. Sure. And there you go. That's the end of the article. And that's all it is. So why is this, and specifically this paragraph, so important? Let's talk about alts. So I'm a Hypixel player, right? So I play all day, every day, basically, on this most popular multiplayer server in Java, Minecraft, Hypixel. One of my favorite games on there is Bed Wars, and it is a game that is damaged greatly by people who hack. Now, what is hacking? Obviously, somebody installs some mod, gives them a distinct advantage in combat, whether it be bee hopping, flying, auto bridge mods. People are able to hit you from way farther than usual. They're able to zip around at high speeds and you can't hit them because they're spinning around you in circles. They can straight up fly, whatever, right? So it's one thing if someone installs hacks and, you know, is cheating in your game. Chances are they're going to get banned by the servers anti-cheat within, I don't know, a day or two. But the problem comes in when people have what are called alts and they get banned for these cheats, but then they just log into a new account with the same hacks and they do it again. I don't really know why people would do this for fun, because I'd imagine it get pretty boring to do nothing but win Minecraft all the time, especially if your account keeps getting reset basically every few days, but whatever. But I actually made a video not too long ago in my 30virus rants playlist talking about how people have used alts and hacking to profit by attacking high-ranking players in games like Bed Wars or Sky Wars or even Blitz. So there's a dark underbelly in the Minecraft community, and that's called alt shops, and the act of buying hundreds of accounts for less than $1 each, in some cases only a few cents each. So why are alts available for so cheap, and where do they come from? Well, turns out over the course of Minecraft's 10-year history, people have had a lot of issues with migrating accounts, or maybe they've quit the game, or they lost their email. One of the most famous events that happened is it's a similar process to what's happening right now, actually. Instead of Mojang accounts, there used to just be straight up Minecraft accounts. Minecraft.net, whatever. Your Minecraft account was not linked to Mojang in any way. And then when they introduced the Mojang account, they urged people to migrate, but a lot of accounts didn't. And in doing so, they must have quit the game at that point or abandoned their account or something. These unmigrated accounts actually have a lot of security problems, which led to them getting swooped up, stolen in the masses. Like, there are hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of Minecraft accounts that have been compromised for one reason or another, whether it be data breaches, whether it be session ID problems, or whatever. But yeah, so long story short, there are millions of accounts out there that are unmigrated, and some of them are actually Mojang accounts that just got straight up hacked, like they got the password and stuff. These accounts are sold online on what are called alt shops. These websites will offer you access to these accounts for something like, I actually did some research for this video with my friend Fezzi, who is editing this video right now. Turns out, if you want to buy what is called a non-full access Minecraft account, you can pay 29 cents and you will get access to an account that does not have email access, but you can still play on it. There's also what's called a semi-full access account, which again, don't have email access, but you can change the password. Those are offered on this website that we looked up for 86 cents. And then finally, if you want what's called a full access account, which has access to the email address, is $18.40. So there's a big difference in price. I mean, you go from 30 cents to almost 20 bucks. And here's the kicker, right? Now that Microsoft and Mojang have basically put their foot down and said, hey, in order to play Minecraft, you need to migrate your Mojang account to a Microsoft account. Because of that, to migrate your account, you need an email. So all of a sudden, those millions of accounts that are not full access and are for sale right now or have been previously purchased by hackers are unusable. They're going to be unusable starting next year. Because let's say you bought 100 alt accounts that were non-full access, and then you intended on hacking on every single one of them for a few days until all of them get banned from Hypixel. Now, well, next year, those accounts won't be usable because you need to migrate it to a Microsoft account, and you don't have access to the email for these accounts, so you're not going to get the email that is required to migrate the account. So essentially, the most important detail of this update is being overlooked by Microsoft. It's not even one of their talking points. It's just a little clarification blurb underneath. But this is great. Now, the hacking problem is going to be reduced by a ton. The only reason why this was even a problem is because these alt accounts are, again, worth so little. They're like less than $1 each. Getting 100 accounts would cost you like 30 bucks if you're getting them from this website. I bet if you had insider information, you can get it for less. But again, going back to the website that me and Fezzi were looking at, $18.40 for a full access alt account. That's not worth it at all. At that point, you might as well just purchase Minecraft. And the reason why that's important is because these hackers don't have thousands of dollars to throw around to buy alt accounts. Is that it? Is that the end of hacking on Hypixel? I mean, sure, there's going to be every now and again some kid that thinks they're slick and installs a client and gets banned, but like, they're not a problem. When you have almost 100,000 people playing on the server at the same time, you know, a dozen hackers getting banned every day is literally inconsequential. You're never going to see that. But the biggest problem that people have been having is with these alts that are used, they're made and used for the purpose of hacking. But yeah, those are going to be gone. I actually reached out to the owner of Hypixel, Simon himself. I asked him about this. I was like, hey, did you hear about the update? Whatever. What does this mean for Hypixel? And he said, it's going to help a ton. That's all he told me. He didn't say anything specific. I'm calling it now. Right now, you see with the messages that show up in chat every so often when you're playing on Hypixel, it's like, hey, in the past 7 days, Watchdog has banned 30,000 people and staff have banned an additional 12,000 people. That number, come June 2021, is going to be reduced by 10 times. I guarantee it. 3,000 hackers every week are going to get banned instead of 30,000. It could be even less. So something that is also really important is two-factor authentication. So that's something that Minecraft Java Edition has lacked for the past 10 years. And it has led to a lot of problems. For example, there was an exploit that happened earlier this year. Well, it was discovered earlier this year. It's been a thing for like 6-7 years. There was a problem with session IDs being hijacked by people with special clients. They could log into any Minecraft server as you or anybody. They could log in as any account they wanted. Like if I wanted to log into Hypixel as Notch, I could. If I wanted to log into, well, theoretically speaking, if I wanted to log into some Minecraft server as a staff member of that server, I could. This exploit's been used against me personally. Back in the day, I used to own a server called Subiocraft, and my account was not hijacked. You know, my account details were never leaked. My email or address are fine, but they used this exploit to spoof my session ID and log in as me. So this is a problem with Mojang itself, with Microsoft and Minecraft, whatever. From what I hear, they fixed that. I'm not sure, but two-factor authentication would have fixed, or would have made this problem be a lot less pressing, because, you know, someone that's a staff member in a server would obviously protect their account with two-factor authentication. If someone did find an exploit to spoof your session ID, they would still get stopped by two-factor, allegedly. Let's hope that it's on the login level and not something like opening the client, because, you know, you could still circumvent that if you were to use a session ID spoof or whatever. But anyway, two-factor, really good. Up until now, the only way to have two-factor authentication was to code your own plugin to do it, which is exactly how Hypixel's been doing it up until this point. I know I'm protected by two-factor authentication on Hypixel because of my YouTube rank, and so are staff because they're staff and they've set this up. But now, any player can protect their account with two-factor. Well, not yet, but once this update comes into play early next year. So to all the people in Skyblock, for example, that are terrified that they're going to lose access to their account and have all their stuff stolen and traded away, hundreds of millions of coins get traded illegally, supposedly every day. There's been some updates on Hypixel's end to reduce that, but, you know, it's good to know that people that are concerned about this sort of thing will be able to protect their account themselves. So that's really reassuring as well. This is a really good update. Alongside this, I know this is less recently, I would say about a month ago. This is completely, we're going off the beaten path a little bit. I'm going to briefly mention it. Apparently, there's what's called the Aether engine. Mojang Studios uses Minecraft and the experimental Aether engine to create a 1,024 player server. I don't know how true this is, but I have seen a lot of information about this. This could be huge because we all know that modern versions of Minecraft have a terrible They have terrible performance on servers. Okay, this was 15th of September. So yeah, about a month ago. In my Why I Gave Up on Mojang video, I talked about, you know, this account security stuff as well as server capacity. I'm not going to say Mojang watched my video. There's a very high chance they didn't. But at least they're addressing the problems that I did mention in that video. Who knows? Yeah, that's one of the things that Minecraft's been lacking on is multiplayer features. And this update alongside this experimental Aether engine from last month could mean big news for multiplayer in Minecraft. So yeah, it seems that they're addressing some of the most pressing problems with multiplayer. There's also a lot of rumblings about the combat update. There's been a lot of snapshots lately. I think it was Jeb that's handling it. So they're having an open conversation with players about revamping combat. The community's been for years begging for a cave update. Now that's coming out. I don't know. As someone that has officially given up on Mojang as of a few months ago, they have caught my attention. Now, obviously, I still don't care for modern Minecraft or vanilla. I'm still going to play Hypixel, but who knows? If things keep going this way, maybe they can make enough changes to convince servers like Hypixel to update to the latest version and to start taking advantage of the newer API with Spigot and just in general be able to make the player experience better. I don't know. What do you guys think? I am personally super excited, especially with the alt shops thing. It's about time that alt shops are finally going to die. Obviously, there's a few downsides to this. Well, I don't know if it's a downside. It's just kind of something that you have to consider. If you out there are playing Minecraft on an alt that you bought, even if you're not hacking on it, just the fact that you're using like a non-full access Minecraft account that you basically bought from someone who stole the account, you're going to lose access next year and you're going to get memed. So just keep that in mind. You're kind of screwed. But hey, you know what? That's why you got to purchase the game. But anyway, leave a like down below if you enjoyed this analysis video. I don't know what to call this. It's just a commentary, I guess. And let's hope, dude, that finally hacking on Hypixel will die, or at least professional, like, repeat abuse hacking by the same group will finally die. Well, anyways, I guess that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.